poverty. Follow the call to see a life transformed and hope restored. A shift that brings a community healed. People drowning thrown a lifeline with an understanding of what's real. A compassion, a heart. A church not apart but united to bring these things that remain. Faith, hope, love. Christians Against Poverty. It's time to stand up and be counted. If not now, when? If not you, who?
Changing mic. We've got this CAP Centre for a while. Lucy will tell us a bit more, but one thing we need to be aware is that this CAP Centre is fully funded by us, is fully supported by us. We don't get money from any other place. It's our mission as a church, and it's beautiful to be part of it. It's beautiful as we hear stories and we see the impact of what CAP is doing locally. It's our story, and it's amazing to be part, and it's actually a privilege and an honor to be able to be part of this. So Lucy's going to tell us a bit. I'm going to set up a quiz. As soon as you see a QR code there, you can try and join in with a quiz. It'll take me 1 or 2 minutes.
Great. Good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lucy, and along with my colleague Robin, we're employed by St Paul's and St Barnabas to run the Debt Centre for CAP in Epsom and Ewell. I've been running the Debt Centre for nearly 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. The best thing about it is the people that I meet, and we'll be hearing from one of my favourite clients in a little while. Although sitting here in Cheam, we might think that we don't have much poverty around us, Robin and I are seeing it week in and week out through the work that we do. CAP, Christians Against Poverty, are there for the 2.8 million people in the UK who have to borrow money just to pay for household bills, the 1 in 10 adults who lose sleep every week because of their finances, or the almost 1 in 5 adults who skip meals every month because they can't afford enough food. Poverty like this has an impact on every part of people's lives. Here are 3 quotes from real people who've experienced poverty firsthand. To go from a lively, bustling family home to a tiny, lonely flat, from a healthy bank balance to tens of thousands of pounds worth of debt. It affected my mental health massively. I just wanted to draw the curtains and hide away in the dark. Most of my debt was from buying food on a credit card. It's a choice. You either put the food on the card and feed your kids, or you all sit and go hungry. Debt destroys everything. Your relationships, your mental health, your confidence. It creeps up and it devastates your life. So, we know that poverty steals hope and dignity, excuse me, from those who are the most vulnerable every day. But it does not have the final word, because God is working through his church to bring transformation. With CAP, this transformation comes in the form of face-to-face encounters. CAP partners with churches who are inspired by the example of Jesus to serve those in our society through the provision of expert financial advice, emotional, practical, and spiritual support for as long as it takes, and an invitation to the warmth and love of a church community. Jesus, by his example, had personal face-to-face encounters with different people. You may know some of the stories: the woman at the well, the blind man, Zacchaeus the tax collector. These encounters all reveal to us Christ's gift of discernment. He saw and understood the deepest needs with respect and dignity, especially those who were not used to receiving it. He was kind. In every case, he made God's love real in the life of the person that he was meeting. Jesus saw their potential, not just their current situation. And what was the common outcome of all these encounters? Transformation. God's love in Jesus brought hope and healing. God's love in Jesus gave purpose and perspective. God's love gave people hope and release their potential for the future. Transformation is at the heart of what Christians Against Poverty and the Church have been partnering together to do for almost 30 years. Transformation for those we serve, the people who find themselves at the sharp edge of poverty and debt. Churches bringing together an end to poverty and debt across the UK are seeing that there is nothing that poverty steals that God cannot restore. With CAP partnering with churches, we're working with people who have complex challenges, and that makes it hard to escape poverty, such as poor mental health, relationship breakdown, addiction, disabilities, experience of abuse, among other things. We approach every person with care and compassion, determined that there will be no barriers to God's love being shown in practical, emotional, and spiritual ways. No barriers to clients seeing an end to their debt and restoring their financial dignity. No barriers in the welcome that people will receive through the local church. CAP's central value for all we do is that we are Christ-centered. That means putting Jesus first always. Jesus is our model, and Jesus is our way. In all the close encounters that Jesus had with people, he not only preached the love of God or prayed about the love of God, he lived the love of God. In every close encounter, Jesus made real the unconditional, extravagant, sacrificial love of God that releases us from the limitations of the past and the pain of the present in order to release hope for the future. This is our model. This is why there are 3,000 local CAP workers, mainly local church members, in churches all around the UK who minister in the Jesus way with figurative towel and water, not glamorous, but full of face-to-face encounters which release people into their God-given potential for the future. For someone, a start to their journey with CAP, they need to make a phone